What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today on Madden 21. We're doing another experiment. It's been a decent bit since we've done an experiment, and of course you can probably tell by the title, the thumbnail, something maybe, that we're going to see what Madden thinks is going to happen for, I wouldn't say the end of time, but for most of us, the end of our normalcy. I guess not really. A lot of you guys will probably be like in your late 50s. I'll be in like my mid 60s, but we're going to see what, how many Super Bowls each team wins in the span of, I think it's 40 years you get to play, if I'm not mistaken. We'll find out the answer to that one in a second as well. Of course, it doesn't really matter. I'm just the Packers because it's my favorite team. So, another reason to talk about the Packers and bring them up and let you guys know I'm a Packers fan. Of course, if you guys like these types of experiments or just experiments in general, maybe Blaster in the Past videos, leave a like and subscribe. It really does let me know, because as of right now, really the main thing you guys seem to like are the franchise videos, which is totally fine. But it would be nice to have a bunch of different series and bunch of different videos rather than just, one or two types of videos. And this is pretty much what we're going to rock with, about 140 sliders, 140 on each of the sliders. So, let's get going. I think we'll take a look at MVP, and then we'll take a look at the, or maybe I'll just mention MVP and then look at the winner of the Super Bowl. This might be a really weird video, because, outside of this intro, it might just be like, hey, look who wins the Super Bowl. And then it's just like, hey, look who wins the Super Bowl. Hey, look who wins MVP. Look who wins the Super Bowl. Look who, Drew Brees wins the MVP award. Coach of the Year is Andy Reid. Offensive Player of the Year for the AFC is Mahomes. Watt on the AFC defensive side. Defensive side for NFC is Brees. Well, Mac and then Brees on offensive. And then, of course, the winner of the first Super Bowl, this season's Super Bowl, according to Madden, which we've already done one before, is probably going to be the New Orleans Saints. Of course, we also put injuries on. It is the actual New England Patriots, proving once and for all that Brady is the ultimate system quarterback. The Packers win the division here. I have, once again, no more excuses to talk about the Packers. Nick Mullins, that's the system QB right there. System QB Drew Brees. Patrick Mahomes wins MVP. Of course, Offensive Player of the Year. And then Defensive Player of the Year is Joe Schobert on the AFC side. Roquan, back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards for the NFC side. And then Nick Mullins. Let's actually take a look at the Coach of the Year, who is John Harbaugh. It's been a while. I think he won Coach of the Year way back when, kind of when Joe Flacco was just starting out, if I'm not mistaken. And then as far as the Super Bowl winner goes, it's between the Seahawks and the Colts. The winner is, not surprisingly, the Seattle Seahawks. The Packers win the division again. You already know what's going to happen. Rodgers with the MVP award. Coach of the Year goes to Jeremy Stott. I don't know who the hell that is. Mahomes, Offensive Player of the Year. Mosley, Defensive Player of the Year for the AFC side. And then Defensive Player of the Year is Levante David this time for the NFC side. I would assume it probably means that Roquan was injured, because, of course, once again, we have injuries on, because that's how it goes in the real world. There's, injuries. And, of course, the only thing we do have to do is Coach XP it up for Mr. Matt LeFleur. The coronavirus is not that bad, because it's just a LeFleur. I'm sorry. I don't actually believe that, okay? I'm not on meth. Sorry if you believe it or someone you know believes that. It's nothing big. Let's talk about Madden in the NFL. Winner of the Super Bowl for year 3 is the Pittsburgh Steelers. No more Sixburg. It's Sevensburg. Wait, do they have 6 already? Sevensburg? I don't even know, dude. Oh, the Vikings take the division, but both 10-6. We're just going to say that they tied it. Looking at the MVP, Hugh Bayer. Don't know who the hell he is, but cool. McCarthy wins Coach of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year, Hugh Bayer. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Okay, looks like the Browns are going to have a really good chance to win this thing. Fred Warner is a Carolina Panther, and he's a 96 overall Defensive Player of the Year. Dalvin Cook, the Offensive Player of the Year for the NFC side. Pretty impressive, a running back. Is that the first one we've seen? Colts with a repeat chance. Well, not repeat chance, but I think another chance. Colts do win this time, so far it has been 3 AFC, 1 for the NFC. Hey, I might actually change the title of the video for this. Who wins more, First missed playoff season for the Packers. Really bad, and the Vikings are on top at 13-3. Baker Mayfield, who goes to the division rival Pittsburgh Steelers, who just recently won a Super Bowl, is the MVP of the league. Coach of the Year goes to Mr. Mike Zimmer. Of course, Baker with Offensive Player of the Year, and then Bentley with Defensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year for the NFC side, Shaq Thompson. I see him win it every once in a while. Cam Newton joining the Falcons wins Offensive Player of the Year. I tell you, EA loves Cam Newton. He does so well in Sim all the damn time. And hey, I don't even mind it. I mean, I kind of mind it because he's a Patriot now. Well, we know there's going to be a repeat winner here, and it's going to be the Steelers. The Steelers win 2 out of 3 bowls. We knew it was going to be a repeat because, of course, you know, before that one, the Seahawks won. So, repeat offenders. The Steelers. Weird to say a repeat offender when they have Big Ben Roethlisberger. Nothing. MVP of the league goes to a 6-10 quarterback. I mean, I would assume he's a quarterback. Nice. Demetrius Turner, Coach of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Watt. You already know the Offensive Player of the Year because he won the MVP. Roquan back on top for Defensive Player of the Year. And Creed Gibbs, Offensive Player of the Year for the Falcons. You're seeing some of the best players in the league already. Only after, what, half a decade are some rookies from recent classes. So, just like the theme in real life. Ooh, Green Bay? Are you going to actually join the video? No! Everyone's probably so happy. Like, of course, the Cincinnati Bengals, who, for whatever reason, are always good in Sim now, win the Super Bowl. I guess Joe Burrow is the savior. Packers have 5-9-2. Okay, that's a bit of a drop-off. MVP of the season goes back to Mahomes. And then a new coach for the Chiefs, Thomas Pitta, which I don't even know if that's... To be fair, Andrew Reid, I know it's weird to say Andrew, but Andy Reid's probably not on a huge contract. Kenneth Murray, a 98 overall already. Holy crap. Interesting. Dak, Offensive Player of the Year for the NFC side. Okay, dude. The AFC North is kind of running away with this one. They've already won 4 out of, what, 7 Super Bowls. Jesus. MVP of the league goes to Lamar Jackson. Finally gets back in there. Jeremy Stott. Is that another? I feel like that's he's joined a new team or it's a different Stott. Miles Jack with the Defensive Player of the Year award. Devin White, Defensive Player of the Year award. And then Romeo Rosenthal. What a name. Holy crap. This guy's royalty. All right. I mean, this could be another AFC North win. And it is the Browns. Oh, my Lord. Baker Mayfield, 7-9, back on the MVP list. Coach of the Year, Demetrius Turner again. Defensive Player of the Year for the AFC side. 2 players for the Steelers with Devin Bush there. Defensive Player of the Year, Leighton Vander Esch on the Saints. And then Kevin Thomas of the Bears. Oh, and we probably should start using some Coach XP here. All right, never thought I'd be rooting for the Lions here. And nope, another AFC. I don't know if there's going to be a chance for them to come back. AFC wins it again, the Jags. MVP of the league goes back to Mr. Lamar Jackson. Coach of the Year, Griffin. Oh, that's Bill Belichick, technically, I think. I mean, I'm not supposed to say his name. Miles Jack, Defensive Player of the Year again. Well, not again, but at some point. Same with Fred Warner, won another one. Kevin Thomas, was he MVP last year? I don't even know, but wins another big award with Offensive Player of the Year. Can the NFC just win one time here? Like, I know it was a win already because, of course, the no chance here. The Seahawks won one, but the Falcons, please, by 1. That's 9 of the last 10, I believe. Patrick Mahomes, another MVP award. Matt Hedrick, I don't know who the hell that is. Mahomes and Chance Bankston. Honestly, once we see that the majority of the real-life players are gone, we're probably just going to forget about this whole who wins MVP and this and that. It's really about who wins the Super Bowl, right? All right, Ravens versus the Giants. Not looking great already. And another AFC win. David Whitaker, 99 overall here, MVP. Matt Nagy is now the Washington football team coach. He wins Coach of the Year. Mahomes, Devin Bush, George Ball, I don't know who the hell that is, and then Gibbs again. This Gibbs guy looks like he might be giving the league a little bit of troubles here soon. Ravens have already won 1. Could go back-to-back. And they do not. The NFC wins. The Bears. I know it's weird for me to say the Bears, but finally an NFC team. The comeback is on. Team NFC for the win. Packers somehow on top after going 4-12. Some magical Niners BS. Lamar Jackson wins MVP. Carlos Calhoun wins Coach of the Year. Brooks Clifford, interesting. Kenneth Murray is now a Viking Defensive Player of the Year win. And then Deshaun Watson, a Panther, kind of on his last legs, it seems, right? He's regressing. Wins it for the Panthers, of course. Chance of the Packers making it to the Super Bowl and win it, perhaps? And they do not win here. Okay, a little bit of a comeback for this. The NFC side with a Saints win. Sean Watson, MVP. Coach of the Year goes to Sean McVay. Mahomes, Offensive Player of the Year. Darren Kidd, Defensive Player of the Year. Watson, Offensive Player of the Year. And then Burton. I don't know who the hell these guys are at this point. Ravens versus the Seahawks. Both winners of the Super Bowl at one point, and the Hawks win. It has been 3 straight NFC wins of the Super Bowl. 4 total now for the NFC. 2 in this video for the Hawks. Torrey Cantrell, MVP, Coach of the Year. Thomas Kuhn. At this point, it might be all non-real-life players. Like, is Mahomes and all that even still in the league? Let's take a look. I'd imagine they are, right? All right, so looking across the league, we have a decent bit of 99s, I suppose. A lot of 99s. Maybe the sliders need to go down a little bit. The best quarterback, where's Mahomes? He's down to an 89 overall. Probably his final season of the year as an 89 overall here. Still looking absolutely insane. Super Bowl winner is the Vikings. Like I said, NFC making that comeback tour. 4-11-1 for the Packers. Yikes, up and down. Dane Stevens. Yeah, I think we're going to forget about these awards now because there's literally, like, nobody in the league that's still... let's actually check after this season if anyone in the league is still there that's real. I'd imagine not. Washington versus the Bills. What an interesting one. And the Bills win. So we do see the AFC with the comeback. They turn it around. They stop that tour in its tracks. All right, looking at the players here... Holy crap, this quarterback's insane. He's fast as hell. No escape artist for a 92 speed, 92 excel quarterback. Nice. I don't think there's going to be anyone here. I really don't. Maybe Mahomes. Okay, yeah, maybe the sliders are a little too high here. 140 is a little too high. I don't see anyone. Maybe a kicker? Maybe a kicker's still here? Obviously, they can't win MVP, but... There's got to be a... no, that's a different Blankenship. Let's go by age. Nah, that wouldn't be kicker either, because kickers and punters don't last super long. Oh! We've got a few! J.K. Scott, Jamie Gillian, whatever his name is. 2 real-life players still remain. And they're punters. Nice. How good were they, actually? They were still pretty good, weren't they? He's still on the Packers. J.K. Scott. Star development. Oh, my. That is beautiful stuff. Gotta love it. But yeah, we're going to skip MVP and the other awards and just go to Super Bowl winner every time. The Titans win the Super Bowl over the Lions, so, you know, the AFC kind of running away with it. I think they've won it. Winner of the Super Bowl is the Falcons, who have been to the Super Bowl a few times in this one, but this is their first win. Their first Academy Award win. 3rd nomination. We have a repeat offender, the Buffalo Bills, who have won 2. And 2 in the last 4. And I think... Oh, no, we don't have a guaranteed repeat, but we do have one anyways. The Bengals, how many have they won? They've won 1. So every team in that division has at least won once, I believe. The Bengals win another Super Bowl back-to-back here, and 3 overall. Super Bowl 75. The winner of this one is the Vikings. The Dolphins win the Super Bowl. Interesting team drop. The Buccaneers win. I feel like they've been to a couple, but this might be their first win of this whole experiment. A new matchup. The Texans win the Super Bowl. I would say, you know, revenge over DeAndre, even though they traded him, but that's kind of long gone anyways. The Browns win 45-2. What a score. Yeah, GG for the NFC. The Raiders win the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 81. The Titans win it. 81. The Giants win, turning the tides for the first time in half a decade. If I'm not mistaken, we might be very close to the end here of the NFL. The atom bomb hits across the world. The asteroid's coming. And we do not know who wins the final Super Bowl. Was it the Eagles? He's need a big game from Richardson to really deliver. He's more than the Browns can handle. So the Eagles win the final Super Bowl ever. And if I'm not mistaken, they didn't even update it from last year. So I'm pretty sure instead of being able to play 30 years or whatever, you can only play 29, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. But I feel like this ending point was the same exact as last year. However, obviously we're a year in the future. And trust me, it would not surprise me in the slightest. Or is it just that Matt LaFleur is retiring? Can I, like, create a new guy? Nope, I cannot. You can only retire from the league. Nothing but X's and O's. So let's take a look at some of the league's all-time stats and whatnot. So Matt LaFleur, number 5, but that's of actives. John Madden's still way up there. You know, these, we're not going to be able to see that too much. Can we look at the all? Tom Brady, Zeke Elliott at 34,000. Mac and Myles Garrett just over 1,000. Don't know who that is, but nice. Lamar with 1 Super Bowl, 3 championships, and 23 yearly awards. 28,000 just about. Mahomes only with 26,700 wins. 1 extra Super Bowl. Rodgers retires with 1, unfortunately. Breeze with 1. Looking at TJ Watt, he had a nice legacy. Joey Bosa with no Super Bowls. Same with Aaron Donald. Travis Kelce with 20,000 legacy. Von Miller. There's a lot of guys with very high legacy. Adam Vinatieri, 4 Super Bowls, 8 championships, 6 awards for the year. But yeah, I mean, a lot of legacy there. Let's take a look at the career stats. Actually, I'm not going to show that. Let's take a look at the records, I suppose, see if anyone broke any all-time. So Tom Brady basically retires with the most yards anyone will ever see. 87,000 passing yards, almost 100,000. Think he's going for that in real life, perhaps? Obviously, a lot of real-life, well, in-game players beat the real-life players here. As you can see, Mahomes over Peyton, Lamar over Peyton, Whitaker and Gibbs over Peyton. Looking at the passing touchdowns, Tom Brady with 644. Whitaker caught up quick. 633, Gibbs 625, Mahomes 604. Lots of real-life names. Rodgers barely snuck in there, just under Favre with 506. Zeke, all-time leading rusher for yards by 2,000 on Emmett, which I just don't see that ever happening. Mixon very high over Walter. Christian McCaffrey over Frank Gore. Josh Jacobs over Barry. Barry Sanders really put in work. Holy crap. Peterson still on the list, barely holding on. Of course, Zeke Elliott with 167 touchdowns. This one, mainly real-life players. Receiving yards, that's just one no one's going to touch. Julio Jones with 17,000. Tyreek at 15. That's just not going to happen. Devin Duvernay with 15,000. Interesting name drop there. As far as touchdowns go, I don't know if that's a real-life player or in-game. But Duvernay with 147 was the highest receiving touchdowns that I know of. As far as catches go, Larry Fitz, Witten, Julio Jones, Michael Thomas, Odell. Some real-life names there. Sack totals, Myles Garrett at 180. Aaron Donald 155. Spence, I think, was a in-game character here. And then maybe, well, is that Justin Houston? Maybe Dolman as well. Pick totals, don't know if we would have seen anyone here. No one for pick totals. And that is pretty much it. This is what the NFL thinks, or Madden thinks the NFL will look like throughout the next 30 years. As far as what I think will happen, a little bit too many of the repeat teams. The AFC side probably isn't going to just dominate as much as they did. The AFC side won 20 Super Bowls, where the NFC side won 10. And the AFC had a 2 to 3, Super Bowl rate over the NFC side. As far as who wins the most, I believe that goes to the Bengals with 3 Super Bowl wins. The Hawks had a couple throughout the time. But yeah, the Bengals with 3 Super Bowl wins. The Browns were pretty close, actually. Were the Browns on the list? They had 2. Yeah, but a lot of AFC North wins. The AFC North, out of 29 seasons, I believe won 10. The AFC North with 10 Super Bowl wins out of 29. Wow. The AFC North alone had a third of the Super Bowl wins in the next 30 years, which is bonkers. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitter at Jeromepkr. Tonight we'll be doing a stream on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe Washington franchise, maybe the Rams. I do not know. But regardless, if you have an idea similar to this, or just an idea in general, maybe a blast from the past player idea, let me know in the comment section below. And of course, hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!